Praise ye the Lord. I will praise the Lord with my whole heart in the assembly of the upright and in the congregation. The works of the Lord are great, sought out of all of them that have pleasure. Therein his work is honourable and glorious, and his righteousness endureth forever. Psalm 111, 1-3. The assembly of the upright reminded me of the army of the upright from Virginia Woolf's On Being Ill. So praise Yah, hallelujah. I mentioned about the Yah the other day being the moon, possibly. And with my whole heart is something like Bacol Labob. It's one of those images where, as you can see, I've used a lot of green and then a little bit of yellow it always counteracts quite nicely with the green. But I did use a fair amount of black too, like the way the shadows and the darkness, and it enhances the other colours. I also kind of thought the image works quite well upside down. I think in the other image I kind of saw like somebody sat down resting, but I can kind of almost see that in a similar way here too. There's sort of people here at the bottom, it looks like. This in the middle, when there's like a female figure in green with her legs dangling over the side. Behind her, like some light that she's coming out of like a cave or something. It also looks like there's a head, somebody sleeping down next to her, green head. There's a lizard with his back to us lying on top of that yellow light. There's actually quite a lot going on. There's another lizard up here, sort of on top of this, whatever that is. Also another head sort of going up into the sky, I guess, brown. Some sort of figure off to the right hand side here. I'm not quite sure what that would be. Kind of quite dinosaurish, I think. But that purple bit at the bottom looks a bit like a crescent moon that's fallen out of the sky. I don't know, that figure now, I'm looking at it, that's slouched in the middle, looks a bit like a hippopotamus. It's kind of like sat up. If hippopotamus is ever sunbathe, it looks a bit like that's what they're doing. It's interesting that it mentions upright, but I don't think there's anybody upright. People are sort of sat down watching or resting here. I'm sure there's loads more to unpack, but I think the main thing here is that I do really like the picture. Thanks for listening. Please like and subscribe.